We will now create a box plot. Notice I have in list L1 the values corresponding to the pulse rates for the females. I'm going to begin, press second and mode to quit. Then I'm going to enter stat plot by pressing second and Y equals. Now I'm going to enter into the stat plot 1, press enter. Make sure it's turned on, press enter on top of the on. I'm going to arrow down to type and then arrow across until I get to the second level, and then select box plot by pressing enter. Then go to the X list. In this case my data is an L1. So now that I've defined my box plot, I will press second and mode to quit, and then press zoom and arrow down to option number 9 in this case, zoom stat, press enter, and here it has created a window just the right size to show you the box plot. If I wanted to note where the box plot begins and ends, I could press the trace key, and notice here it displays that the median is at 74, and I can arrow left to the first quartile, left again to the minimum, then arrow to the right to see the quartiles and the maximum. If I wanted to do side-by-side box plots, so if I press stat and select edit, notice that in L2 I have the values for the pulse rates for the males. I'm going to now create a second box plot and display them side by side. So second and mode for quit. We're going to go back to stat plot, press second and Y equal. Now I'm going to arrow down and select stat plot 2. Make sure I turn stat plot 2 on. Then arrow down to type and arrow across until I get to the second image on the second row, and then select that box plot. The second box plot is going to be a box plot of the male pulse rates. So I need the X list to be L2. I'll press second and then 2 for L2. Now, if I press second and mode, I can now select zoom stat, press zoom, and arrow down to option zoom stat, press enter, and it will set the window so that I can see both box plots, and now they're side by side. If I press trace, I can move from one box plot to the other just by arrowing up and down. There I can see the 5 number summaries for each. And that's how to construct a box plot and side-by-side box plots.